Welcome CNG 132 online, 2 week 9. As we go back to last week and the discussions, some very good discussions like always. When you talk about the same concept, it's usually just different views on what you guys are talking about. Talking about wireless peripherals, mouse jacking. I know Val brought up a good question about, what exactly would you be able to do if you did mouse jack? I guess you'd have to have and like she kind of led to, I guess you'd have to have a visual idea of what their screen layout is in order to move around. But with doing that, then you'd go ahead and the attacker would find ways to get in and make those changes. WPA2 security protocols and wireless attacks. Saw a good mention of WPA3 coming out. That is true. And one of the concepts behind WPA3 is that the security itself is based on a user-to-user basis. So A user will not have the same encryption as B user, and therefore if somebody ever did hack A, they wouldn't get into B, and then C would also be safe. So each individual user would be then individually encrypted to provide more security. I forgot virtual wallets, another good concept. I remember when the little key fobs were a popular device. Haven't seen a lot of those anymore, but even now with phones, I think when you go to tap to pay, you actually have to confirm that you're paying for something. Much like I think the very low jack version of this was people reading cards in their wallet, where the attacker would go near the person's wallet and read their credit card information, and then basically just charge their credit card. That gave the idea to aluminum encased wallets and credit card holders. I should just say credit card holders, and that kind of gave way to that area. Now that we have chips, definitely more secure, and now that we have even now that we even have I just lost my train of thought. Anyways, there's more security in place. Oh yeah, now that credit card or charges have to be authenticated through the phone before they're even charged, a lot better security around the whole payment process. In week 9, we talk about what is it? I want to say it's physical security and something else. Client and application security. Make sure if you didn't do that test last week, since we are at week 9, we're past the halfway point. Make sure you're submitting that you have access to the Transcender exam certifications. I believe I should have access to it now. Okay, so I have one, and I can show you that. So currently, this is the Network Plus certification exam. When you show me you have access, you just show me this: enrollment, welcome, George Lemos. Then when you click on the test itself, you will be the SYO 501. You're able to take the simulation exam over and over and over until you get it right. And as you see, I started this one, didn't answer any questions, of course, so I got all of them wrong. But you get to see what questions you have wrong and actually go back and review it and get the right answer explained to you so you understand why it is wrong. Now when you get access, make sure to drop that in the Transcender quiz. When you get technically you can get any score and submit it in the Transcender test. But make sure if you score over a 70 or better, which usually takes about 4 times, submit it in the Transcender test. That'll bump your test scores to 100. And you also, when you submit here, you get a score of 100. So if you look at your grades, you actually have 5 tests. One is the Transcender, and the other 4 are from the chapter. So it's like a free way to boost your test scores right there. But going back to the chapter, we talk about physical security, how to secure the laptop, the desktop, how to secure the cabling in the ceilings or rafters. One of the cool concepts is a channel for securing the cables. Those can be either just the slide-on covers. They can have sensors that help keep them aware. They go into another key topic in the chapter is allowing only specific coding or the coding that you're looking for. So almost going back to when we learned about XLS attacks, SQL attacks, even I guess HTML attacks also. You put in there specific parameters for arguments for data you're looking for. I know we covered this earlier, but like last name, would you allow numbers in the last name? More than likely not. You just say put in the few letters, and if there's an exception, then have them call customer support and have customer support make an account for them. What else? We're reaching about 7 minutes. Good start to last week, or a great end to last week. This week when you start it, please let me know. I think we just have the project to do and maybe one simulation. Yeah, the project and one simulation. So it should be an easy week for you guys. Once again, I think our next test is around the 12th, week 12. Yeah. So at least 2 more weeks before, or 3 more weeks before we have another test. But have a good week, and I'll get back to you in the middle of the week.